Welcome to this exciting tutorial on creating a virtual pet game using Java. In today's video, we will guide you step by step through the process of coding a fun and interactive pet game. Before we dive in, let's outline what we will cover in this video. We'll start by setting up our project structure, then create our pet class. After that, we will implement features for feeding and playing with the pet, and finally, we'll add some fun graphical aspects to enhance the user experience. Let's open our IDE and create a new Java project called Virtual Pet Game. In our project, we will create a main class, a pet class, and a few utility classes. Let's start with the pet class. In the pet class above, we've defined a name for the pet, along with hunger and happiness levels. We also created methods for feeding and playing with the pet. Notice the math.min function ensures that these levels don't exceed 100. Next, let's create the main class for our game, where we'll interact with the pet. Create a new class called Virtual Pet Game. In the Virtual Pet Game class, we utilize a while loop to keep the game running until the user chooses to exit. We prompt the user for choices to take actions with their pet. Let's briefly explain the method displayPetStatus. This method provides feedback to the player about the state of their pet, including its name, hunger level, and happiness level. Now, let's add additional features to our pet game. For instance, we should decrease the pet's hunger and happiness levels over time. We've added a timer that updates the pet's hunger and happiness every 5 seconds. This creates a sense of urgency for the player to feed and play with their pet regularly. Next, we can enhance our user experience by providing feedback when levels change significantly. Let's modify our game loop to check for low levels. Now, if the hunger or happiness levels go below 20, the game will alert the player. This increases engagement and the sense of responsibility. Let's now consider graphical representation for our game. We can utilize JavaSwing to create a simple graphical user interface. Create a new class named Virtual Pet GUI. In Virtual Pet GUI, we create buttons for feeding and playing. When pressed, the corresponding methods in our pet class are called updating the pet status in the GUI. Next, let's update the main game logic to instantiate our GUI instead of the command line interface. Modify the main method to create an instance of Virtual Pet GUI. Now when you run your program, you should see a graphical window where you can interact with your pet. This adds a playful visual aspect to your pet game. Finally, let's add some polish by including images for the pet. You can create a directory for images and load them within the GUI. Here's how to do it. With this method, you can call loadImage with the path of your images to display them in your GUI. This will make your pet game look much better. And there you have it. We've walked through creating a fully functional virtual pet game using Java, implementing both text-based and graphical interfaces. Make sure to take your time and explore adding more features, such as adopting more pets, tracking their age, or even employing random events that might affect your pet's happiness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content on Java programming. See you in the next video.